guess for starters, just kind of want to say how proud, I am, our staff is, Coach Johnson is of this team. All the things that they've gone through this past year has been unprecedented, to say the least. And these guys, these young men, they were never wavering on how hard they worked, how close they were, and how connected they were. And it was such a pleasure to be around these guys, to coach these guys, because every single day they brought it. We come together at the end of every practice, and our break is family. And those guys live by those words every single day. And so it doesn't surprise me that they were able to finish it off, but goodness, they've gone through a lot. And we're really, really excited for them because they've worked really hard. Excited for them, happy for them, because they work so hard and they deserve it. Again, considering all the things that they've been through, that this world has been through, to come out on top and still have more to play. We're excited that we won. Our leader, Mason, like he said out there to the crowd, we still have some more work to do. And been around Coach Johnson and knowing him for as long as I have, I'm sure he's excited. But his deal is keep chopping wood. For us to continue to win with the absence of Coach Johnson, I'd say the absence only in his physical presence, because he's been around FaceTime, Zoom. He's been a part of this the entire time. But the culture that he has created here, I think it was really good culture to start, but he has improved the culture, and that's what won these games tonight, won this game tonight. It's the culture that he has put in place. He always preached the standard is the standard, and that was quite evident tonight. Coach Johnson, it was, I've known TJ probably 20 years. I remember when he was a young college kid, and I coached two of his best friends in Hollis Price and Quantas White, two guys down there on the staff at Houston. And so he would come up to Norman and visit those guys, and that's where I first met him. Then he eventually got into basketball, got into the business, and we've been pretty good friends ever since. So he was the one that drew me. I didn't know much about Texas State. What I knew about Texas State was from TJ. And the job that he does and his ability to coach and his ability to connect with young people, I jumped at the opportunity. TJ. For one, he treats them like men. He holds them accountable, and they believe in him. They believe in him because he believes in them. And so I think when you have a connection like that between your head coach and your players, it's not easy, but it makes it a lot enjoyable. And so I think just the connection that he has with his team allowed these guys to do what they did tonight. I think they've been close before. I think a few years ago, one of the coaches on our staff, O.J. Black, talks about all the time how they lost in the championship game of the tournament, and they were just so close. And so a lot of these guys that's been here for a while, they have been close. They've won a lot of games. And to finally get a conference championship as a result of their hard work is awesome to watch. Well, I'll tell you what, Coach Johnson would kill me if I sit up here and talk about the tournament. We got one more game tomorrow, man. And so he always talks about getting one day better, getting one game better. I hate to sound cliche, but we're going to eat some sawgrass upstairs in the conference room and watch this game, and we're going to get after it for tomorrow's game. So excited about it all, but like Mason said, we still have some work to do. We have a game to finish tomorrow, play tomorrow. Well, you want to play well going into the tournament, and I don't think we've peaked yet. I don't think we've played our best basketball yet, and we still can get better. And we're going to try to get one day better, but you want to have momentum going into the tournament. And I think we have some pretty good momentum, definitely looking for more. Those guys work so hard. We'll probably have some issues, especially if I try to pull Mason Harrell off that floor. But we're going to be smart with our minutes. We're going to try to win the game. There's no question about that. We're going to do everything we can to win that game. And so if we can find places to get some guys a little bit extra rest, I think we'll do that. But our job is to win the game first.
It's a long time coming. Been here since I was a freshman. Been through all the trials and tribulations, and getting this win tonight, it was for sure heartfelt. I was so happy. It was just to see all this hard work work out. It was crazy. It's feelings I can't explain. Yeah. I mean, like you said, we was close. I think pretty much every year besides my freshman year, we was just right there. We just couldn't get over the hump. We always bumped into some obstacles, and this year we finally just said we're not gonna let anything get in our way. And we knew last year too, like going into the Sun Belt tournament, we knew we had a chance to win, and then COVID came. So we came into this year with a little chip on our shoulder to prove everybody that we really are like a good team and the best in the Sun Belt. We stayed together. I mean, with the snow, we couldn't really work out, get in the gym like usual for about 8 days. So we was kind of out of the rhythm. I think we had a COVID incident when the conference first started, and we couldn't really work out like how we usually did. And then our coach going down with COVID. So we had all these obstacles, but we stayed together still, and we knew if we did that, we was going to be successful in the end.
Man, I'm lost for words right now. I feel like 4 years we put in here has finally paid off, and, it's just a blessing, honestly. I'm just relieved. I feel like this season we were together way more, and we all wanted it equally as bad. From head coach on down, we all knew we had a goal, and like we said, we came short the previous years, and we just came together and we decided that we're going to accomplish this goal. I'm a 98 baby, so I was born. But and it's great to know that we accomplished something that's going to be known forever in Texas State history. So it's a blessing, and I wouldn't rather have any other group of guys to do it with, and it's great to be up there on the banner.
Yeah, Coach Benny, pregame, he talked about it. He said, man, we have a chance to make history tonight. I mean, we all knew it, but like the last thing before going out to the court, that's what you hear. It's like it just pumps you up some. And he was like, that's something you'll be able to have forever. You could walk in this gym and you're going to see that banner on there. Or you have kids later down, you have something to tell them. It's crazy. So that helped out a lot.
I believe our preparation was a lot more focused this year. We focused a lot on preparation, and where preparation meets opportunity, it worked out very special. So we were prepared for every opponent that we came into, and we knew a lot of guys' tendencies, so I feel like it translated very well on the court.
I think I learned you can't take anything for granted, COVID really, that's the biggest thing, COVID, and I guess all the obstacles that we had taught me, just because you could think this game is like we're going to play next week, so I don't really have to go hard tonight, but then later on you could be like, oh, this game's canceled. So it's like not everything is certain, so you just can't take anything for granted.
Right.
And live in the moment.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I think one of the biggest things that we learned as well is to remain humble and, never underestimate anybody and, be ready at all times. So with Coach TJ being out with COVID, Coach Benny was ready to step up, and, Coach TJ definitely still made sure our preparation was there, but we were very prepared, even though we were in very, unwanted circumstances. I feel like we were very resilient this year.
Oh yeah, he stayed on Zoom call every day. We got on Zoom call with him, so he for sure got on Zoom real quick after we won tonight. Oh yeah,
that's gonna be special. He's gonna be pumped. But I feel like next weekend we're gonna be past this. We're gonna be focused on another goal because the job's not done. We're gonna enjoy it tonight. But we still have way bigger goals to accomplish.
Oh yeah, I feel like we're real dangerous, and it's just like I don't feel like we're scoutable. I don't think you could really lock in and be like, okay, this their main player or that's their main player. He's really gonna do this. Like everybody is a weapon. Even people that don't play. If I'm struggling with how to defend somebody or how to get open looks, I have somebody like Marlon Davis. He'll pull me over to the side, hey, look for this, look for that. And 10 out of 10 times it works. So that's the biggest. I really feel like we are dangerous, and that's the scary part.
The answer is very simple. Coach TJ needs to be the head coach at Texas State.
For sure.
Very simple.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Marlon really has been the big brother of the team. You know, he's the oldest, so he actually hosted me on my visit whenever I came in. So, you know, he has a lot of knowledge and wisdom, you know. And so whenever it comes to things that he sees on the court, he's almost like another coach. He's an extension of our coach. And so he really helps us with our offensive side and especially our defensive side. And he, you know, lets us know how to guard people, you know, what type of matchups we have out there and, you know, how to succeed.
Yeah, and him being here the longest, he really knows how to communicate with each player, and that helps us out a lot.
I feel like that's where we are our most comfortable. I feel like every year we've been here, we've never been picked first or even second or third. Like, you know, every single year we've been picked in the bottom half of the league. So it was nothing new. You know, we knew that we had something to come and prove to people, and we already had a chip on our shoulder with being so short last year. So I feel like it was an extra motivation.
And then when COVID hit, we couldn't really get in the gym and worked out. So me, Q, Mason, Zoe, and a couple other guys will find these little outside courts to go to and work out. And while we working out, we're really talking about it. And it's like, man, it's going to be crazy when we finally get back in the gym and get back in our rhythm and back in our comfort zone. Because It's like we're back in our element. So we kind of knew we was going to get here just because of all the hard work that we was putting in.
And I want to shout out my mom, my dad, my brothers and sisters, Coach TJ, Coach Benny, our whole staff, all our players. We wouldn't be where we were if it wasn't for them. And thank God, most importantly.
I want to shout out, after being here 4 years, I want to shout out our training staff, you know, making sure our health and our mental is right. Without them, sheesh, that would have been tough. And I want to shout out my mom, my dad, my girlfriend, my son, and I want to shout out everybody that doubted us.
DJ Khaled! Hey! Yeah!